welcome back to Debbie's Dolls. I'm here with Maggie. I've just changed our outfit, so we're upstairs, and I'm about to change Arwen's in just a minute, but I thought I'd have a break and do a video because it's been a couple of days, and figured it would probably start getting dark soon because the weather's turned unpleasant. It was lovely this morning, and now we've got the grey and the wind and all of that kind of stuff. So if you hear any noise in the background, it's probably the wind because we're by the window. Anything else I need to say before I get on with this tag I want to do? Thank you for sending your birthday wishes to my mum. I did pass them all on. She was very flattered considering she doesn't know you. So, yeah, she was very happy to have those passed on, and we enjoyed our cake. I still have tummy ache. But other than that, it was great. So this tag I want to do is by Nicole at Nicole's Little Ones. I will link her channel below, so go check her out if you haven't already done so. Excellent channel over there. And she wanted to know what we enjoyed about our YouTube community. And I know people have asked this before, it's been a tag before, but you know, I think it's nice to touch back on this one because sometimes we need to remind ourselves of the positive things about the community because, well, I think it's human nature to focus on negative things, and when we do that we tend to forget the good things. I mean, we do, don't we? I think it's one of our huge human failings is that we obsess on anything negative that's going on. Perfect example is family Christmases that I remember from my childhood. I mean, times have changed now and Christmas isn't what it used to be as far as family get-togethers, for my family anyway, but I can remember in my childhood we would get together with family members that we hadn't seen for a while, and the topics of conversation when catching up would generally be who's died, who's divorced, who's been in a massive accident, and it was just depressing. But that's just such a thing with the human nature, is to just obsess on anything negative and fixate on it, and then good things that happen just kind of get popped to one side and forgotten about quite easily. So I think this is a good tag because sometimes we need to remind ourselves of positives, and to be honest, my experience in the YouTube community, in the Reborn community, have been positive, and I've seen so much positive stuff within this community, and when one negative thing happens, then all of that positive stuff gets pushed to one side and forgotten about because the negative stuff kind of takes over. So focusing on the positives, things that I really appreciate in this community, I would say the way that people pull together. When I first started making Reborn videos, because as I said before, I've done vlog videos for a very long time, but I only started making Reborn videos, it would have been the 2nd of March last year, so I'm almost at my year's anniversary from doing these videos. But it was around the time that Laura had died, so it was either just before or just after, I can't remember exactly, but it was around that time, and I saw people making tribute videos, which was lovely, and showed a great deal of respect for that lady, who unfortunately I didn't get to know because I said I was just joining the community at the time. But I saw the way people were comforting each other and pulling together to get through that really difficult time. So that was my initial exposure to the community, to see people really pulling together at that particular point. And then other things around that time also, Suzanne, lovely Suzanne from Suzanne's Babies, her husband was really poorly, and again, it was before I'd gone to her channel or met her in any way. Obviously we're good friends now, but at the time I didn't know who she was, but I kept seeing people making videos and sending their love to her and the prayers, and they were all rallying around to support Suzanne. and all there for each other, and any differences between anybody were put to one side to give support to Suzanne. And then there was Helanda. Obviously she got caught up in a huge natural disaster, and her home and so many of her possessions were damaged and lost, and again I saw the community to pull together again, and people were sending her things and just really rallying round, and that is what I see when I look at this community. I see one good deed after another, and I see wonderful friendships developing, which is the second thing that I was going to say. And I just love that. I just love the way when people need someone, there are people there every time. And you know, people do fight and people do bicker and there are clashes, but to me that happens once in a while. But I see a lot of times when people are really pulling together when they need each other, and to me that is what we need to focus on. But we do like to focus on stuff that's not great, but let's remind ourselves of when we're really together, and that's really great. So yeah, it's the support and it's the friendships, because I've made some really wonderful friends on here. And hi everyone, I can't name you all because there's too many, but hello. I've met some wonderful people and made some real friendships, and obviously another thing I like about being in this community is that I finally found people who share this hobby with me, and I don't feel weird anymore. I've started to accept my hobby as a normal thing, and so that's really great, being with all you guys who love these reborns and dolls generally. And it's just been a wonderful experience, and that is what I like to... Oh, somebody's beeping the horn outside. That is what I see. That is what I choose to focus on. And I'm not living in a bubble. I do know other things go on here, but you know, you make your choice at the beginning of the day. You make your choice. And what was it? There was a quote from, I think, Abraham Lincoln said, "If you look for the bad in mankind, expecting to find it, you surely will." We all get things wrong, and we all some point say the wrong thing, and we all have differences of opinions. Nobody is perfect anywhere. So things, we're not going to be the perfect community. We can't, because there's none of us in it that's perfect. But when it matters, I think we are a really good group of people, and that's why I love this community. I really do. So yeah, I think that's about it. So I will show you little Maggie here. I'm really sorry if the camera was wobbling, but I was kneeling down on the floor next to the bed so I wouldn't wobble the bed, but then I kept playing with Maggie, and so I think I was wobbling it. So Maggie is Margaret Noel, and she is a Precious Gift kit by Cindy Musgrove. Just there. That little tubby face. And she is wearing all pink. She is wearing pink leggings with little buttons and frills down by the ankles. She's wearing some light pink frilly socks with lace around them. These socks are clean, so Maggie doesn't run around secretly when I'm not looking. She's wearing a light pink jumper, we call it, with a white rabbit on with little hearts and cupcakes. The rabbit is eating cupcakes. I don't want to see cake right now, my belly still hurts. And it says, "Hello Bunny." And she's got little white scratch mittens on, and they're looking grubby. I have to wonder what these babies get up to when I'm not looking. And she's got her little dummy there, which is grey and white, and she's just very peacefully sleeping away. And I'm going to have to grab Arwen to do a changing with Arwen. I was going to do a changing video, but you know I'm not very fond of doing changing videos. So I think when I come back I'll show you what Arwen's wearing, but that'll probably be Monday because Sundays are really busy here. But there she is. There's little Maggie. So I'll put that link below. Go check out that channel, and I'll speak to you again soon. Bye guys.